The great and slightly troubled Brian Wilson there from the Smiley Smile album, which came out of Smile, didn't it? Heroes and Villains. Ian Wright is with us. Ian Wright, formerly top sports person, now top television talent. What a good-looking young man.
It's nice of you to say, John.
He came in radiating cool.
Yeah, he did.
Hipness. He came in, he's like a sleek cat. He came in, he licked himself, he sat down, he's ready to go.
Yep.
Who's that bloke out there? He's a bloke from The Sopranos.
No, that's my manager, Jeff.
He looks like mafiosi.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him.
Don't worry.
Ian, how are you? You look well.
Very good. I'm good at the minute. Everything's really good at the moment. Looking forward to the Euro Championships and that, this new show and that starting. So everything's really, I'm on that upward kind of buzzy vibe.
Yeah, well, you've always been up pretty high, but you're heading even higher. That's what we're saying here.
Well, I don't know. To some people, I suppose. But you know what I mean? I'm just doing my job and enjoying it. I love it.
You used to play for Arsenal.
I had a kickabout.
Yeah, many years ago, who are now doing fantastically well.
Without me.
No, I wasn't pointing that.
Well, I was going to say it because they're doing unbelievably without me.
How well are they doing? But it's boring,
you know
isn't
something? It's not boring, Jonathan, because like I was at Arsenal when they used to say Arsenal were boring, and I used to think we was pretty good at the time. But now the Arsenal fans sing it because they're just taking the mickey out of it, because they're anything other than boring. They're, for me, the best footballing side in Europe at the moment.
Well, I didn't mean to start you off there. But isn't it boring that they just seem to win everything? Surely, I'm not really a football... I'm not that
I know.
Okay. I understand the game. I appreciate the game. I can understand it. Mm-hmm. Don't think I can't. But when I see it, I think, well, they're just winning again, and then when's this...
It was Man United the other day, and it was Liverpool before them. And, you know, Arsenal just having a time, but we don't know if Arsenal are going to dominate like Liverpool did, and Man United did for a little while. They were fantastic teams, but Arsenal, especially moving now to Ashburton Grove, their new ground, they've got the potential to really be the best, because you've got the best players in the world will come to Ashburton Grove with 60,000 people there, and it could be the new Real Madrid because they're in London.
I don't really understand much of that.
No, seriously.
Why are they moving to another place? What's wrong with the old one?
Because Highbury is too small now.
Is it too small for what?
Yeah, it's too small. Yeah, it's just too small.
Why is it?
And it's surrounded by
There's
houses.
not enough
so
people in there, Jonathan. You can't get enough people in there. And for Champions League, you need more people. You need a bigger pitch. You need a.
Can't they watch on TV at home? Well, I don't understand what's going on. Why can't they just keep playing there?
No, because you need more people in the ground.
Why do you need more people there?
I don't know. Because Man United have got a big ground, and so we
that's what it is. It's the equivalent of penis envy. That's what it is. You've got a bigger
Joneses.
ground than
it's
us.
the Joneses.
Yeah. That's a much nicer way of saying it this time of the day. Look, now, how would you describe your personal style, Ian?
I don't know.
You kind of look sort of like shabby but chic.
It's a shabby chicy kind of way.
Shabby chicy.
I don't know. I just throw it together, John. I used to be really bothered about putting this together. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Well, you look good in
long as
that.
it's
Although
clean.
I've just noticed your shoes. I'm a bit alarmed by your shoes today.
What's wrong with them?
Powder blue training shoes.
A lot of people can't carry that off.
Sort of a powder blue suede.
But am I carrying it off?
Well,
Honestly.
I'm not sure. I hope they don't lace right up to the knee, do they? They look a bit like ballet things. No, it's okay then.
No, I'm carrying it off. But I don't know, John. I'm always wearing a hat.
Okay, yeah, well, you look good in the hat. I'm down for the hat these days.
I saw your hat. That's a cool hat. In your little bubble car. Is that the one you wear in the bubble car?
I wear in every car, given the chance. Ian is currently on BBC One. You can see him on Saturday nights. This is the second series of I Do Anything, isn't it?
Yep.
Because I spoke to you when the first one came out. Obviously a success for you. You're doing more. And I know you're really behind this show, aren't you?
I like it, John, because it's giving people something, and it's giving people the opportunity to get something for someone else.
Yeah.
And they don't realise that they're doing that.
You don't see that on TV much. Normally you're winning a prize for yourself.
For yourself, or you're doing something because for yourself and you want to be famous for yourself.
Yes.
But like this is about people writing in because they want someone else to get something, but they don't realise they've got to do something in order for the person to get it, which is, that's where the fun starts.
It's a bit like Jim Will Fix It, but without being mildly disturbing.
Yeah, I'll put it like, you can put it like that.
And I know last week you had a woman trying to sort of conquer her fear of heights, didn't you? On the
She
show?
did. She conquered it, but she said on the show she actually didn't conquer it, but she got to the top of it. The highest flagpole in the Southern Hemisphere, in Australia, went down there, and she climbed it for her husband, who wanted to do some directing, and he's very much into films and how the films work and all behind-the-scenes stuff. And she climbed the pole so he can do that.
And in it tell we left her now. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. She climbed.
Wouldn't that be awful?
I was having a lot of fun about that, climbing the pole all the time.
I bet you did, yes, I'm sure. Okay, all right. Now, Ian Wright was born in November 1963. That makes him 40 years old.
Yes.
40 years old. Was turning 40 a big thing for you?
It was, yeah. Because we had a really cool party, and all my really close mates were there. And, it was really quite emotional and that. But I never, ever thought I'd ever get to 40. Not because I was thinking that some stupid like I'd die early, I'd die young or something, but I could never envisage being 40 when I was younger.
So just physically, the idea of being 40 just seemed alien and
and then all of a sudden you're 40. I'm 40 years old, 4 decades old I am.
Yeah. But like me, you really don't look it.
You look, you don't look it either. No. How old are you, John? Sorry.
32. All right, I'm 40. I'm 43. I'm 43. I'm old enough to be your father. Because I was an early starter.
I was an early starter.
I bet you were.
Yeah.
Once again, let's not dwell on that right now.
Good God.
That will be more for a late night thing. So, have you finished? How far in advance of the show going out do you record? I'd do anything.
We recorded it a couple of months ago. It was finished because we had to go all over the place to do it.
Yeah, you really get to travel, don't you?
Yeah, I get to travel. But saying that, you don't really get to see anything. It's like when you're playing football. You're just in a hotel. You come out of the hotel. You do what you do, and you get back in the hotel and you fly back off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, really. You don't see much of the places where you go to, but we had to get a lot of places in to get the show ready to go, and it was good. It was good in the end. It's hard, but it's good.
Now, can we talk about the thing that you signed to do later in the year, Ian? Is this a
Go on, yeah.
Okay, Ian. This is quite exciting news. Ian is joining the team of They Think It's All Over.
Wow.
Ian's going to be replaced David Seaman.
Apparently so.
On They Think It's All Over, the next series. David has moved on to other things.
He's moved on to Pastors in
I think Ian will give you more for a run for your money than David did.
I'll tell you why it's a problem, because now there are two, because before I was the street kid on the show. What's this? What's going on? I was down with the brothers, I'm out there.
Yeah.
With the gold too.
Of course you are.
You can still be up with a bling, John.
I was gang banging.
Bling.
Now there's two. There's my rival Blinger. Two
so
blingers.
I could be West Side, you can be East Side.
That's what it is.
We can do it East Side, West Side.
West Side, East Side.
We can do all that East Side business.
I'm really looking forward to it.
It should be good, John, because I know the last time we was on, we had such a good laugh, and I really liked it.
I think you liked the last time we were on for a specific reason.
No, I didn't like it for that specific reason, John.
Oh, I know.
Because Jonathan's little secret.
Why he asked to come back on the show. He has apparently been talking about me quite a lot to friends and family since we had
Our little, you know what I mean? Our little revealing.
He had a little peep at me and he decided he'd like to see a bit more.
It was good fun. I couldn't believe it. I saw a picture of it, John. I was actually like that.
Well, I did expose myself to Ian. I was provoked.
You wasn't provoked. Somebody hit you in the genital area with a ball.
A clay pigeon.
Yeah. And then
well, if that isn't a good enough reason to get it out and check for damage, then what is, Ian? What is?
It was great. And I'm looking forward to loads of stuff like that.
It's going to be really good fun, I think.
I'm looking forward to it.
Do you know when we start on that? I don't know. September,
I think it is, yeah. It's going to be September, early September.
All right, well, it'll breathe new life into the show, I'm sure.
Well, it's a great show, you know. That's why, you know, I'm privileged to be on it. I'm really pleased.
Do you still live in Croydon?
I live in Shirley in Croydon, yes.
Okay, is it nice around there? That's kind of...
It's a fantastic area, South London, South East London. I'm born and bred in South East London. I'll always be in and around South London. I won't move from there.
Whenever I used to go to South London, I always used to feel like I'd entered an old episode of The Sweeney. You know, as soon as you go over the beach, I used to expect to see, you know, Jack Regan come chasing someone down.
It's not like that now.
No.
It's just a nice, cool place to be.
No, it's nice and it's easy.
It's easy. It's an easy vibe over there.
Yeah. And you've got a big place, no doubt? You've got quite.
It's a nice house we have there in our little humble abode. Me and the missus and the kids.
I met your wife. I thought she was lovely.
She is lovely. She's marvellous.
How many children do you have now?
2. And well, I've got 5 children. My 3 older boys.
But 2
and 2 grandchildren.
Okay. He's 40 years old. He's got 2 grandchildren.
Yeah.
That is quite
really
something.
Good. You know,
now, and how old are the grandchildren now?
DiMaggio's 2. And Donné is 1 and a bit.
DiMaggio, I mean, Donné's a nice name, but DiMaggio, what a great name.
It's a great name, isn't it?
That's going to be a tough kid.
It's DiMaggio.
He's got a lot to live up to.
He's a cool little guy as well, you know? With his little Mancunian accent.
He's from Manchester?
Well, yeah, Sean's up there, isn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Ian's son plays football.
When you say you're sorry to hear that?
I'm sorry.
It's really weird to see him with his little Mancunian accent as
Yes, there's tragedy in his
Ian's son will end up playing for England as well.
No way.
He will.
Does he play football?
Yes.
Where?
Manchester City.
No, he doesn't. You trying to trick me or something?
Yeah, he plays for Man City.
He doesn't play, does he? But they're not a very good team, are they?
They're not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're good. Yeah. Now that he's playing for him.
He's faster than Ian, I think.
Yeah.
He's quicker.
He's quick. Very quick.
I have no interest in this conversation.
Yeah, that's what
It's about football. We've done the football.
you said you were going to grill him about Euro 2004.
Yes,
and you've not.
Euro 2004.
Go on then,
When
go on.
is it?
It's June.
Yes.
June the 12th. It starts. England and France is the big game for us, obviously.
course.
Everybody's got their flags out already.
I would have said England, France, definitely the big game to look out for there. England, Germany, a big game?
Well, if we get them.
Yes, of course.
Most probably beat them.
England, Brazil, a big match. If
Well, it
that
won't
happens.
happen. That won't happen in
Of
this
course,
one.
that won't happen.
Because
Being
They're
a
knocked
European-
out
being a
early.
European-
They're knocked out already.
Yeah, because they don't happen to be in Europe.
Now,
Exactly.
football is huge in Africa.
Massive.
I saw some African League on BBC Three.
Yeah, you saw it was the African nations.
Now, here's my question: how come football's huge in Africa? You might not know the answer for this. You might know the answer. I don't know. How come football's huge in Africa, and yet in India, cricket's huge. Mm-hmm. Australia, cricket,
Right.
not football. America, baseball.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Got us there.
I know.
Why?
Put a record on, I'll tell you. That's the Vines. They're from Australia, I believe.
Yeah, they're from Australia.
There's quite a lot of Australians coming over here.
Yeah.
You think we'd put some sort of policy in place to just make sure there aren't too many at any given time?
I know what you're saying.
You know, if all the Australians jump up and down at the same time, you know what happened?
What?
Nothing. So that explains why the Indians like the cricket.
Yeah.
you're right. I think
You're
you
right.
got it.
You're
You-
so
no,
right.
yeah.
That while the record
That's
was on. It's
amazing.
too long to go into
No,
on
but
air
you really
now,
got
but
it. You
we
really
covered
nailed
I think
it.
I know
Honestly, that's quite.
You may not know about Euro 2004.
Unbelievable
No.
insight.
Yeah, unbelievable. Ian Wright, Ian, when
Yes,
you
sir.
were in your peak as a footballer, okay, when you were really
At my prime, say.
in your prime, when would that have been? That would have been, what,
I'd
about
say
10
20
years ago?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. I was about
15 years ago?
Yeah, 12 years ago.
12 years ago,
Yeah.
so when you were about 28.
Yeah.
It must have been great.
It was awesome at
To
the
be
time.
a professional sportsman, top of your game, that's something we're never going to know, Andy. That's
No,
disappointing.
no.
I know I still possibly got a boxing future
Yeah.
ahead of me, but
But also to play for a Premier.
I've got to decide. Obviously, it's TV or boxing, it's one or the other. But I'm in with the shot.
It was great.
And when you used to go out, it must have been great. You and the other footballers, you're going out to a disco, a Saturday night, say.
It wasn't my thing though, John. I didn't really go out that much, to be honest. It's not. I didn't do the going out stuff much. You know, I went to places. You know what I mean? But I didn't go out much.
What do
That's why
you
you
mean?
never heard me in and around places. You know, people don't see me coming out of anywhere. I don't do the going out. I was very focused, man. That's why I was so intense.
Well, you think I'm accusing him of something here? I'm immediately getting very defensive.
No, but that's what I say.
I just meant it must have been nice to go out, to be that fit.
Yeah.
And to have played a match in front of probably hundreds of people, and then to go out that evening and dance in a disco, and I bet you can dance as well, can't you?
I kind of done a bit, you know what I mean? I used to do like
Just the way you
James
walked in the
Brown
room there,
stuff.
he's got some moves going on.
I've done some James Brown moves, you know what I mean?
Because I've got a very good sense of rhythm, as you know. I'm a fantastic dancer.
Seriously, John, you just wind me
Yeah.
up again.
I've let it slip a bit, but the robotics used to be my thing. What are you laughing at? I could electric boogaloo. Look at that. That's a good move. You can use that.
What's the drink in the glass?
The
What was it?
robot
What was
is
that?
drinking a glass and the phone goes, he hears the phone. He answers the phone. You never done that on a dance floor?
That was,
What do you mean
I didn't-
rubbish?
That was rubbish, man. That was
Well,
a rubbish.
sorry
phone
you have to
drink.
leave so soon. What's that? I was just showing a bit of my dance.
You know, you look funny. I can't imagine you doing it because I can imagine the big hair stuff. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I like
What?
the stuff.
You see?
Can you moonwalk?
Oh, yeah.
You can't. Yeah, you can moonwalk, man.
See, I can moonwalk.
Nice, John.
Who do you think taught it to Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar, who taught it to Michael Jackson? You're looking at him.
But there was way back in the day when have you seen when those guys dancing the black and white? The guy was doing a moonwalk with the umbrella. It went back years.
Yeah,
You're talking way back.
I would. Did you ever break dance?
I tried, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? I'd done a spinning on the back. You know what I mean? But I couldn't do it. You got the lino out. Your mum would give you a good slap because you nicked the lino out of the kitchen.
I would like. I mean, we've got to wind up the show now. We're
Go on then,
almost
mate.
on that time. But I think after the show, let's do a bit of breakdancing.
We ain't got no lino.
We get some in.
Well, you could do it to the next track.
Jeremy
Yeah,
Vine's
man.
got some on the floor in his studio. He does a bit of breakdancing.
Yeah.
Let's get some on there from Bob.
Let's do it, baby.
Because I'd love to do a bit of breakdancing. Let's learn properly.
Let's rock it out.
Let's bring it back. Okay, it's always nice to see you again, Ian. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the series. It's currently on BBC One. It is I'd Do Anything. It's
Yep.
Ian's big show. He's joining me and the rest of the team when I think it's all over from
can't
September.
wait.
That's going to be great fun. Have a great summer until then.
Thank you very much, John. For
And
being the man.
Ian's chosen our last record today. Do you want to introduce Ian?
Yes, I've chosen Michael Jackson and Dance Machine.
Here we go.
Woo!